Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4 on the Mysterious JG. I actually picked up my package from Amazon, which probably has my new headphones in there, but I'm actually going to need to... I'm going to finish this weekend's videos without actually getting the new stuff set up. So, oops. If you're hearing a lot of desync, or if you're seeing and hearing desync, that has nothing to do with the headphones. If you are hearing echoes, that is the headphones. All I can tell you is, hey, there's a lot of GTA 4 Let's Plays you could check out, but there's only one you're going to see where you get to hear all the dialogue twice. You can really savor the dialogue and the quality of the voice acting, and that's right here. Let's see what this woman, is that who I think that is?
I'm out of your league.
Well, we'll know in a minute. I thought maybe I recognized. Oh, no, that's not who I thought it was at all.
Hi. Let me ask you a question.
Okay, what?
Have I still
Is my head
got
itchy?
it?
Got what?
Your dick in my hands, and
I
she
would
tears it up.
walk down this street and I'd feel the eyes popping out of a guy like yours head. I was H-O-T. But now, I'm not so sure.
Okay, you're really attractive. Can I go now?
Bullshit, limp dick. I'm not really attractive. I'm
You know, he's killed people for less than calling him limp dick. That's what I was saying in the last couple of videos.
Dressed as fucking lamb. These are fucking $500 shoes. Doesn't that mean something
Well, that's
to
not
you?
my fault, lady.
No.
Well, that shows what you...
People think I'm crazy because I got diamonds on the soles of my shoes. Well, that's one way to lose these walk.
Well, I'm sorry to hear.
I don't need your fucking pity.
Fine.
Have you got a snake?
GTA, well, 5 in particular, I'm thinking. They have a thing about having angry, like really angry women of a certain age. Somebody's got a thing they're working through with
I'm
their...
not walking in these heels.
Somebody's got something they're working through. Because there's like a woman who's obsessed with working out in GTA 5. All of the protagonists meet her, and she's just angry. And nothing in particular comes out of meeting her, but she's a side character. Yeah, come up here and ride in the front with me. Don't get run over. I don't want to fail because of that.
Let's go, tough guy.
Oh, apparently I'm picking up angry divorced hacksaw Jim Duggan. USA!
A girl like you would live in Middle Park East or somewhere.
Honey, when you're in the fashion world, you need to be in touch with the street. You need to be able
Oh, like
to
Manny.
feel what the
You gotta be
people
from
are
these
doing.
streets.
I grew up in Middle Park East, but I couldn't live there anymore. It's too vanilla. Suffolk's going that way
I need
too.
a little strawberry in my
Expensive
life.
as well.
Bullshit. I could live wherever I want. I'm taking that impotent ex of mine for every...
Alright, well, I'm not... By the time we end the mission, we'll be close to our... Oh, it won't let me go to a safe house while we're in the middle of a mission anyway, so I won't mark them. But yeah, I'm just... For my own benefit, I'm like, alright, well, let's mark the safe house, because after I finish this mission, I'm going to want to save, so we don't have to redo it if I mess something up.
In the prenup, it may as well have been written on Swiss cheese.
Great. Seems
Well, I
like
would have rotted away by now.
I needed to get something out of it. It's not like I was being sexually gratified. Impotent loser. Christ, I was spending $1,000 a month just on vibrators. It was ridiculous.
You know you're supposed to be able to reuse those, right? I mean, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I'm under the impression that they are not meant to be single-use items. Oh, the hell, who am I kidding? I'm Nico Bellic, vibrator expert. Yeah, so kind of a dim view of marriage and courtship in the GTA universe in general, and not a lot of female characters to even interact with in some of the earlier games, but in this game they kind of make a big deal of showing you, in this one and 5, it seems like they make a big deal of showing you angry, bitter, divorced women.
This is it. Thanks, Darl.
Don't mention it.
Darl?
I'm just here to get some stuff. This guy's been fucking my brains out all week. He's hung like a rhino.
What?
That's my wife you've been screwing!
Oh, great.
Always trying to prove themselves.
I'm over the edge.
I guess I gotta punch this guy out.
Take your medicine. Take it.
Trying to avoid accidentally killing him. Okay, I shoved him down. He's still alive. And he's running away. That's probably the best I could hope for. She does not get added as a contact. Okay, full disclosure, she is going to come back. I don't remember having done those particular stranger missions before. But while trying to figure out if I had messed up or if there was a better way to do the Dwayne's ex-girlfriend stranger mission, I found a video that just shows all the stranger missions. And this particular person will show up for one more mission. We will meet her again. Yay us. But it's kind of nice to know that you don't have to murder her husband there. Because in the past, I shoved a guy and he fell off of a piece of background stuff and died, and then I was called a fucking psycho for killing him. Although that was a standalone mission with Dwayne's ex that didn't really matter how it resolved. Yeah, occasionally there's a small cash reward for the stranger missions, but usually they're just a little fun bit of color and backstory that doesn't really affect anything. So other than feeling like, particularly when you're doing a Let's Play, you want to showcase as much of the game as you can. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes I'll let myself get worked up about having an ideal save where I've done everything exactly the way I wanted to do it, but it ain't matter. Alright. Using the back alleys to try to get to... I continue to think of this as Playboy X's place, even though it's... Well, it's clearly our place now.
At least in jail I could smoke inside.
Check all of my stuff is... At least in jail I could smoke inside. That's kind of cute. That would make more sense in GTA 5, which is set in California, aka San Andreas. Of all the GTA names where they took a real-life location and gave it an alternate name, by far, San Andreas as the name for California is by far the one that I have the hardest time keeping straight in my head. It's like, it doesn't sound anything like California. I can kind of make sense of it, but it's so much easier for me to say Vice City, Liberty City, Los Santos than San Andreas. It's like, I keep thinking that it means like they're fake San Francisco, but that's San Fierro. Never mind, whatever. And once again, we have the grumpy face of Dwayne staring at us as we leave. I'm not gonna call Dwayne. Like I was all ready to make to jokingly be horrified at the terrible twist the story was about to take. Vis-a-vis Dwayne, but this thing that's supposed to happen at some point hasn't happened, and I'm like, okay, forget it. Like, I'll wait. I will let the game initiate. If the game doesn't initiate and it doesn't happen, I'm fine with it. I won't feel like I was a completionist if it never shows. There'll probably be some point where I'm like really trying to figure out how to get this event with Dwayne to happen, but I shouldn't be. I should just be like ready to let Dwayne just disappear. Now, what if I were to try to call Playboy X? This is... Yeah, he's gone. The game will automatically eliminate... Like, Faustin is gone, right? Yeah, when people are dead, they stop... Let's call Jeff, see if he wants to go bowling.
This Tinkle cell phone is switched off.
Okay. Well, between the storyline missions, I feel like we've had enough time... the storyline, the stranger missions, we've had enough time for United Liberty Paper or whatever to call if they were ready to advance their storyline without us doing some of the unknown call. But I feel like before we unlock the next island, the Unknown Callers missions have to be done. But I also feel like the big climax of the Liberty Paper storyline also is like closer to the end of the game than this. Like, I don't know if there will be a story reason it couldn't have happened earlier, but I feel like the next thing we do for them won't happen until we've done some other missions and got to the point where we've either unlocked the third island or real close. Yeah, it's a 60 diner. That's all. So I guess it's kind of like a feeble pun on 69, but I mean, not everything has to be a sex pun, but that it's not 60s diner. I don't know. I guess that's supposed to be like a mall, and those are all the different stores that are inside. And suddenly I'm fascinated by the signage.
Let us go drinking.
We will drink. Wait for me for 1 hour.
Okay, I will see you soon then.
Weird. Roman has been really hitting us up in a way that little Jacob and Brucey have left me alone recently.
Sorry, Roman. You may have to drink alone. I can no longer join you.
Yeah, with nobody else. You know, when you drink alone, you prefer to be by yourself. So we did at some point got like Roman downvote, and I think it's supposed to be if you accept the plans and then call back and cancel, you don't get a penalty for your friendship score. But it did seem like at some point we'd been so long since we'd done anything with Roman that the game did register and said something. I don't know. I know of at least one more, quote, friend we're going to have before this is all over, but I'm starting to wonder if it's possible for these friendships to just not unlock when they're supposed to. Then again, Brucey, it seemed like it took a while for Brucey to actually call us to hang out, so who knows. Anyway, we're supposed to meet some guy on a park bench, I believe, right by the shore. Probably could have driven closer, but really... Oh, that was a...
Hey, baby, what's the word?
Oh, that's neat. They simulate the fact that the lenses are grimy. That didn't cost you money. For some reason, I assumed it would cost you like $1. Yeah, what is the Statue of Happiness supposed to be holding? Like, I vaguely thought I remember there being a joke where she's holding like a vibrator or something, but that might have just been entirely in my own head. And or I might just have it on the mind because our quote friend brought it up. But I was talking about that a couple videos ago too, so it might just be that I'm a dirty, dirty, sick boy. Are you sitting at a table waiting for us, or, well, I guess we'll find out what's going on. Call and collect. Call, collect.
Were you followed?
Poop deck.
Hey, strange seeing you here, Officer McCreary.
I told you to come here, fucking maggot.
You did? Why?
I know about
And why are you calling me a fucking maggot?
Know what?
it. I know enough, boy.
Oh, what do you know,
Boyo.
boy?
I know you killed Mikhail Faustin. I know a group of Russians want you dead. I know you ain't no saint, boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not even Catholic,
You
boy.
think there's a town that can keep a secret?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. You know that a man's
You
gonna
dress
do
better
it,
than me, by the way.
that people ain't perfect, that life is a mess.
Sure, everybody knows that.
So he was the cop we met. He was hanging out with Manny Fernandez, but
And I don't look
Manny
out for you.
Fernandez. I mean,
Know what I mean?
whatever his name was.
So there's
Manny.
a guy trying to blackmail
Manny
me.
Escuela.
Who?
I don't know. Thinks he's getting paid, though. The guy's smart. He arranged to do the exchange by the Humboldt River off Silicon Street. Said to call him from the viewpoint
Silicon.
there.
Okay.
Listen, I did what I did. I made a mistake. That don't make me the devil.
I'm not
Obviously,
interested.
I can't go, because then he gets a picture of me giving him money, and I'm admitting guilt. I ain't guilty of nothing, other than being a man.
To be honest, I don't really care one way or another.
I'm a good
Yeah,
man.
good call.
No doubt.
Call me when you get to the spot.
So yeah, I made a mistake. I got involved with some bad people, so I figured the best way to solve the problem is to get you, who I know to be a dangerous criminal and a bad guy, involved in my business. So anyway, so that was that Francis McCreary? We ended up meeting more than one McCreary, because wasn't there like a Packy McCreary? Didn't we meet him on an Elizabethan mission? At any rate, I think that's Francis McCreary. So he's like, well, we met him with Manny. And he was like, hey, it's good to see you, Manny. It's nice that you're doing things to help the city. But basically, he's a crooked cop. And what do you know, a McCreary is a crooked cop. So yes, this game is going to play into the old, there's a lot of stereotypes around it, but they didn't come from nowhere. He's involved in this, like, big Irish-American family who's in law enforcement, and guess what? He's a GTA cop, so he's crooked as fuck. You don't meet... I mean, presumably some of the anonymous NPCs that chase you around and are cops in this game could be on the up and up, but, like, the ones that you meet who have backstories that we get to know, of course, they're fucking crooked cops. Like, that's... Why else would we be dealing with them in a manner beyond just... run away from them during a police chase sequence? You guys have been waiting for the light to turn for a while. Seems to me like you could have tried to turn on red there, buddy, but that's not my business. I didn't even see a traffic light holding you up. Alright, so... somebody's trying to blackmail this cop, and I guess we're gonna go kill them. But, we don't... Francis McCreary here doesn't actually know what he looks like, so that will be, I guess we're going to the point where the pickup occurs to kill the person there. I don't know, I don't remember this mission. I actually don't remember Francis McCreary as a character. I remember Packy much better than Francis, but there were various McCrearys who get brought up as part of the story. And Packy is McCreary that we met, but he was involved with like a freaking was it a drug deal or a gun deal? Either way, he's like straight up criminal, so maybe we'll find out what's going on with the McCrearys as we go. Like at this point, I'm not sure if we're supposed to know. Yeah, never mind. Like, he was introduced as Packy. I don't know if she called him Packy McCreary, but he is, so I might be accidentally spoiling something. Or maybe they mentioned that he was Packy McCreary, and we just haven't hit a point in the story where it occurs to Nico to ask, why is this cop related to this guy who's basically a crook? Because Packy was on the short list of guys. When I heard there was going to be DLC where you played as people other than Nico, I really wanted a DLC where you played as Little Jacob. And then Packy is another character who, like, the nature of what he does and the missions you do, like, yeah, you could play a game where you played as Packy. He could be a Grand Theft Auto protag, driving around, jacking cars, killing people, committing crimes, for sure. But it's not Packy, it's Francis that we're doing a mission for, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's, in the grand tradition of that guy who goes, I think my partner's a rat! You gotta shut him up! Let's go deal with, eliminating the enemies of a corrupt cop. That's difficult, man. You know, I'm missing GTA 3. Some of those missions were really hard. And the mechanic, like the way those missions worked and reattempting missions was not, there was a lot of quality of life improvements that have been made in the interim, but man, that mission where like the guy falls out of the back of an ambulance and you can use grenades to blow him up because he's in this like body cast that's protecting him, but like there's like 2 or 3 missions worth of trying to kill that one guy who's going to turn state's evidence on Crooked Cop from GTA 3. Because you already blow up his apartment by tossing a grenade in, and then you got to chase down the cars that are escorting him away from the hospital to the courtroom. It was great. And there's no missions from this game that I remember with that much detail, despite how much more advanced it is technologically and all.
I'm in the park. Now what?
All right. This guy told me to bring the money there and call him. That means he's somewhere close and he's got a phone. I'm gonna text you his number. You've got to call him and keep a lookout for someone answering a phone. He won't be far.
Okay. Call that number. Can I get on these things?
Hello? Who's this?
A friend. I'm calling about your exchange with McCreary.
Yeah? You
No,
better
I
have
can't
my
get on that right now.
I ain't fucking around.
I'm sure he's got your money.
Are you
He got the
Laszlo?
stuff he wants.
Yeah, I got it. We're gonna make this shit happen. I don't mess around, you know. Push me, and this shit is all over Weasel News. I got them on speed dial.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a lawyer called Tom Goldberg who's real interested. He's hungry for McCreary's blood and shit. Yeah.
Good thing Francis is paying then.
Call me when this exchange is going down. I don't like all the talking.
Is that not them? They're on the phone.
This place is not much of
Oh.
a fucking holiday.
I saw them talking on the phone. I guess I should have noticed they were a woman, but I mean, they look like, is that a woman? It's kind of hard to tell. All right, let's do this again. At least this is not a mission where I'm gonna like. The only time with this like retry mechanic is annoying to me are missions where you're involved in firefights and stuff, because you can lose your armor, and then when you retry, you've still wasted the armor and the ammo. In this case, what did I lose? A single piece of shotgun ammo because I killed the wrong target. I would think the easiest thing to do would be to stay up there and watch. Like, there were those little binoculars, but they didn't. I don't think you're allowed to use them while you're actually talking on the phone. And if you... What's this Halo cab? I'm so much better at this than I was. I got really confused about how to do it. It's a $2 trip, and you can make it cost 20-something bucks when you skip, which is the only reason to ever use the cab, as far as I can make out.
WKTT. Thanks a lot.
Oh, 37 bucks. That's a really expensive cab ride. Yeah, it looks like you're supposed to use those things to...
Hello? Who's this?
A friend. I'm calling about your exchange with McCreary.
Yeah? You better have my paper. I ain't fucking around.
I'm sure he's got your money. Have you got the stuff he wants?
Yeah, I got it. We're gonna make this shit happen. I don't mess around, you know. Push me, and this shit is all over Weasel News.
Oh. Okay, well... I guess I got too close and he figured out who I was, but it's fine. Need to lose my wanted level. I'm at 2 stars. I don't know how that happened. Just because I murdered a guy in broad daylight. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, but okay. If I can get a car... Well, I thought I'd left a car, but I did. No, I didn't. This is an entirely new car.
The The science of crime is back.
Still,
Another season.
I mean, I'm gonna drive in the general direction of a pay and spray, and if I lose the wanted level without using the pay and spray on my way, that's fine too. You guys, I'm on a mission for Francis McCreary, so please.
But they act like they are. Their crime scene punks take matters into their own hands. These guys are so smart they never have to look anything up.
Oh, they're making fun of CSI on this radio ad. Yeah, my dad pretty much owns the remote when I'm visiting home, and he was really into NCIS for a while, so I got a chance to get thoroughly over that show and the broader, you know, morgue cop drama. But if it's NCIS has a special place in my heart for being just like this fucking dumb TV show, like massively popular and well liked and just kind of stupid. So now I'm confused. Like what? Okay. I am not on the right block, but I can get in there, and the main thing will be trying to get in there without the cops seeing. That might be difficult because they're right on my ass as I'm trying to get in. But apparently that was good enough. Huzzah! I guess I do have to go finish up with Francis, though. I'm not just going to be permitted to... Oh, never mind. He's close by. That's actually quite a convenient place. Okay. I thought they, like I was like, oh man, you're gonna make me drive all the way back down there. No, they're not. I just gotta. And he's at, and the end point of this mission will be fairly close as well to my save point, so that'll be good. I can wrap up the video. I almost flipped the car there. After all of that. So I'm not sure why we helped Francis. He didn't really threaten us that strongly. He just kind of was rude to us and then told us to deal with this problem for him.
Here, he's dead. Great, I can get rid of these now. I feel like a new man.
He's dressed better than he was before.
Not many people get a second chance like this.
Because he was disguised.
It's my redemption.
Your sins are absolved.
Red Dead Redemption. Whatever. So we got $1,000 bucks. $1,000 bucks. It's a mistake in the Mystery Science Theater episode guide where they're talking about a that's another Francis McCreary mission. They're talking about the stinger for an episode, and if you actually go watch the episode, the guy says something like $1 million. He's watching a briefcase that had $1 million in it gets dropped off the pier and sinks into the water, where clearly will be ruined. And the guy goes $1 million. But for some reason, in the Mystery Science Theater episode guide, the person misheard it and thought, and the description is. You know, doughy-faced man says something about punks, and I'm like, no, he's saying $1 million. Come on, Mystery Science Theater episode guide. I missed that. I think I still have it somewhere. I might have lost it, but it's that's fantastic bathroom reading. You just sit down for a few minutes, read about some old Mystery Science Theater, buy them, you know, buy the makers of Mystery Science Theater, and then set it down whenever you were ready to not be in the bathroom anymore. Fantastic. No, I'm trying to get out of the car. I hit the wrong button. Alright, what I want to do is get into here in the vague hopes that will make me not receive phone calls. We'll read our text, we'll save, and we'll call it a video. And I might need to take a break from recording. I got one more video to do for this series to make sure I have enough for next weekend. But
Nico, it's Patrick McCreary. You and me did some work for Elizabeth Torres together?
You mean I saved your ass?
Well, if I'd have known it was such a big deal to you, I would have asked you to let them kill me. Anyway, if you're in need of extra funds, I'm in need of a good man. Come over to Mama's on Savannah Avenue in Meadows Park.
I'm always in need of money. See you there.
Actually, in this game, I'm not always in need of money, but I do appreciate that he calls his mother Ma. Come over to me, Maz. Francis, meet me at the station, Nico. Thought it might be nice for you to see the place from the good guy's side of the bars. Francis. Let's just call him and see if we can go bowling.
This is Francis McCreary. Please leave me a message.
Please leave me a message. I don't know why I talk like that. I'm trying to decide if I want to throw down one more video and then go for a walk, or because I need to do a long walk today. I had a big lunch. I'm sure you guys are loving hearing all this detail. Anyway, we've made inroads with the McCreary clan, and in fact, we needed to get that introductory mission with Francis, who is the cop, but we can also start down a mission trail with Packy, who is not a cop. And he introduced himself as he's Patrick, Packy McCreary. He introduced himself as such. Like, I don't think I spoiled anything then by saying that these guys are related, but I am a bit like, at what point is Nico going to ask about that? It might come up while we're going on friendship dates. Yeah, one of these guys is going to end up being a friend who calls us for darts and shit. But we don't have to worry about that just yet. And maybe we won't have to worry about it at all. Because Dwayne, yes, if you hadn't figured it out, Dwayne is supposed to be our friend who we go on play dates with, but he hasn't called yet, and I'm kind of like over waiting for it to happen. When we come back next time, guys, I think I'll do the Francis missions. I like to just try to get down a chain of missions. I think we'll do the Francis missions until something else pops up. Like if they run dry, we'll do the Packy missions. We'll figure it all out.